Welcome back to Forever Hardcore. This is episode 11. Episode 11, and we still haven't done much building in this series. As you know, I have plans to build a villager trading hall and also a storage room at a mushroom island over near the stronghold in that direction. But the only thing holding me up is resource collecting, and I was planning to do that in between episodes. In fact, I got started on it, as you saw, in the form of a time-lapse montage at the beginning of the episode. I did a little bit of wood gathering. I got a couple different new wood types, including spruce, cherry wood. We already had birch, I think, and acacia. There was a wood type that I wasn't able to find in between episodes, and that is the new pale oak wood from a pale garden biome. And so I'm hoping that we'll be able to find one in this episode. But what I did find while I was collecting birch wood was a trail ruin, and so I have plans to do some archaeology in this episode and a little bit more item collection for our build. There's Jimmy the bird. Jimmy the parrot got named in the last episode, which was long overdue. Before we set off to do some archaeology, I need to craft some brushes. So let's see if we can find everything we need for that. I think I'll craft a total of 3 brushes for now, and hopefully that'll be enough to get us through the trail ruin excavation. So I do need copper. I have sticks already, and the other thing I need are feathers. Somewhere around here, there we go, we have some feathers from our old chicken farm. Let's grab 3 of those and craft up some brushes. So how do you do this again? Copper in the middle, feathers, let's try them on the top, and sticks on the bottom. Perfect. Okay, let's craft 3, and we'll set off to the trail ruin that I discovered, which is very close to spawn. If we go straight in this direction for about 300 blocks, we should run right into the trail ruin I discovered. And this is going to be good for our item collection too, for our build at the Mushroom Island. Our villager trading hall needs blocks, and we're going to get some good ones from this trail ruin, I think. We're going to get things like terracotta and glazed terracotta, and we should get some stone brick, cracked stone brick, and some other various blocks as well. All of those could be good to build with, so let's see what we can find. Trail ruins usually have some good loot in them too. We might be able to find some music discs, at least one. And what else can we get? Those pottery shards, and probably some clay and gravel as well. And what else can we get from a trail ruin? I think there's even a couple of armor trims that we can get. All right, where did I leave this trail ruin? I know it's up over here somewhere. There should be a bunch of stumps from where I was chopping birch trees. There we go, I see them. And I've already placed some torches around the area to keep it lit up. I'm going to set my spawn here and put down a chest as well. Let's start digging. I guess we start right here next to, what is this block? White terracotta? White terracotta. Oh, the sun is setting already. Let's get our bed ready, and we'll sleep away the night. I never know where to start on these things, but I do know that I need a shovel, so let's craft one quickly. We'll make it out of iron. And let's see, yeah, well, I can leave the crafting table there. So let's just start by digging out some of these blocks. We'll start with the white terracotta, and then we'll shovel some of this gravel as well, being careful not to break any of the suspicious gravel. I don't see any yet, but if we keep going here... Oh, dang it! We just found our very first piece of suspicious gravel, and I went ahead and broke it. But there's another one right here that I'm not going to break. So let's do some archaeology. It looks like we got a stained glass pane. I've done a bit of digging here. We've got another piece of suspicious gravel. We've also got a visit from a wandering trader. I don't have any emeralds on me, but if he has a good trade, we could go get some. Dark oak saplings, gray dye. Brain coral block, green dye. Green and gray. Small drip leaf and blue ice. I think I will be okay without any of these items. But thanks for stopping by. All right, back to our excavation site over here. I've been trying to dig out kind of in a spiral pattern so that we can continue to descend without any problems getting back out. We do have another piece of suspicious gravel. Let's see what we got. We haven't found any valuable loot yet, and it looks like this one is no different. It's just a golden nugget. We've got a couple more pieces of suspicious gravel here. Looks like we got a clay block. Hopefully we don't break this one over here, but it's on top of a slab. Ooh, we got an armor trim. Yes, which one is that? We just got the Wayfinder armor trim. And let's try to brush this one here. It looks like maybe the same armor trim again. 2 in a row of the Wayfinder. Perfect. Oh, we got another armor trim. Oh, it's the same one, another Wayfinder. That's our third one. And one more suspicious gravel over here. It looks like it's just a yellow glass pane. Look how many suspicious gravel I just found in this one little area here. It looks like there are 6 altogether. Let's see what we can get out of here. A gold nugget, blue dye, piece of wheat, pottery shard, and oh, another armor trim. Looks like a new one. And what? Oh, and a music disc. Oh, pay dirt. We just found the best things yet. Okay, so we got the host armor trim. And what else did we get here? A music disc. It's another relic. I have now carved out a very large section of this trail ruin. In fact, I think I'm nearly done. I don't know how big this thing actually is, but I've dug out so much that it can hardly be worth it to continue at this point. But there are a few more suspicious gravel, so let's see what we can get. The double chest that I have up on the surface is already full, and I've seen most of this loot already, like that armor trim. That's not new. Wait, that is new. Oh, we just got the razor armor trim, so now we got all three. Wow, that was a good find. Are there more? Oh, here's one. Another suspicious gravel on the floor. We've got a grindstone over here as well. And another piece of... Is that... Oh, it's a pottery sherd. All right, let's get this gravel out of the way. Oh, more suspicious sand. Okay, we'll do one more. Gravel, that is. Suspicious gravel. But it's just a glass pane. Here is a quick look at the loot that we pulled out of this trail ruin. Here's all the candles down here, green, brown, purple, red. We've got stained glass up here, pink, yellow, and magenta. Our armor trims are over here. We got the Razor, Host, and Wayfinder armor trims, plus the Aaron Sharoff Relic music disc. We've got some glazed terracotta and regular terracotta as well, plus all these pottery sherds, Burn, Sheaf, Heartbreak, and Howl. Some pretty good loot, and we can use some of these building blocks in our build over at the Mushroom Island. I thought with all this roof forest at spawn that it would be easy to find a pale garden biome, but it has not been easy. There is more roof forest in this direction, however, so we're going to see if we can find a pale garden biome so that we can use pale oak wood in our next build. Ah, there we go. Almost 2,000 blocks away, we have a pale garden biome. Now I do want to try to capture one of those creaking hearts if we can. So let's go up into the pale garden and we'll wait for nighttime. And we'll see if we can get some good stuff there. I don't have a Silk Touch axe, which would be the best tool for capturing a creaking heart, but I do have Silk Touch on my pickaxe, so hopefully that will work. I think that it will. It's just going to take a little bit longer maybe to mine that block. And this looks like quite a large pale garden biome, so I have no doubt that there will be some creaking spawning here at nighttime. Maybe we should actually go through a section and light it up a bit. That way some of the other mobs don't spawn in great quantities while we're here at nighttime, waiting for the creaking to spawn in. All right. Oh, I fell in a hole. All right, let's start here. We don't want to fall down there, but it looks like it's a little bit too steep for mobs to come out. Oh, maybe not. All right, let's go down in here real quick and drop off just a few torches to prevent mobs spawning in this area. And then we'll go up top and we'll place some more torches. I want to get some of these other blocks while we're here, including the pale moss and what's the flower called? Eye blossom, right? I want some of those eye blossom flowers. I don't see any yet. I know they generate naturally, but we could also bone meal the ground once we get a few bones. Here, let's drop a torch here. And this looks like a good area for a torch as well. Ooh, we got the moss. I can grab some of that, and I see that we have a spider in this cave here. Let's light this area up as well. 2 spiders. Looks like we have a cave entrance. I'm going to go in just a little bit and drop a couple torches. It doesn't look like it goes back too deep. Here we have some of the eye blossom flowers. They're closed right now because it's daytime, but they will open soon when nighttime comes. Let's collect some of these for our inventory. So I've lit up some pretty large areas, but I wasn't able to get the whole biome. There we go. The eye blossom flowers are opening, as you can see there, and we should have some creaking spawning in very soon. Once we get some creaking, we can take a swipe at them with our sword, and they should lead us to the tree that has their heart inside. This is a little bit dangerous thing to do, but I do have a Totem of Undying in my offhand, and so we should be okay against the creaking. Our armor is pretty decent. I just saw some other mobs spawning in over there. Let's try to stay in the lit up areas so that we don't have to fight too many. No sign of any creaking yet, but let's be patient, and we should see one soon. We've done it. We found our very first creaking, and it looks like the particles are going to this tree down here. Let's try to keep the creaking mob away from us. Ooh, baby zombie! Baby zombie! Baby zombie! Baby zombie! Ooh, that was intense. Okay, I don't want to die here. Let's keep an eye on this guy, and we'll see if we can get into his tree. Looks like there's quite a few mobs here. Let's see if we can clear these guys out first. What, is there a spawner nearby? That's a lot of zombies. Alright, let's see if we can get into this tree over here. We gotta keep an eye on this guy. More zombies. Ooh, vicious. Alright, let's try to get into this tree now. Let's see. I really wish I had Silk Touch. Alright, you hold your horses. I'm looking. Okay, there we go. We've got a creaking heart. Let's quickly mine it using Silk Touch, which we have on our pickaxe. The creaking is not doing too much damage, but this is going to take me a while to mine. Alright, we got it. And the creaking is gone. That was intense, but we got ourselves our very first creaking heart. Now let's mine some of this wood so that we can take some of the saplings back and grow our own pale oak wood. Looks like we can get some of these, what are they called? Resin clumps as well, which we can smelt to make resin. And we'll be able to set up a farm for this eventually. Now that we have a creaking heart, it'll be pretty easy to get the creaking to spawn in so that we can farm more of that resin. Where's the skeleton? Oh, I hear another skeleton somewhere too. Well, that worked out pretty well. I got out of that pale garden biome with 2 creaking hearts and my life, so I'll call that a win. Plus we got saplings so we can grow our own pale oak wood, which we're going to use in our next build. But that is going to do it for this episode of Forever Hardcore. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.